Before I start the dictation, let me share that I'll try to give you outlines of important words in this dictation, either today evening or by tomorrow morning. Please get ready for a dictation of Honorable Prime Minister's address in the 88th episode of Mann Ki Baat, held on 24th April 2022. 5 seconds. Start. My dear countrymen, namaskar. With new topics, with new inspirational examples, gathering new messages, I have come once again to express Mann Ki Baat with you. Do you know about which topic I have received the maximum letters and messages this time? This subject is such that it is connected to past, present and future, all three. I am talking about the country's new Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya. On this 14th April, the birth anniversary of Baba Saheb Ambedkar, the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya was dedicated to the nation. It has been opened for the citizens of the country. One such listener is Shriman Sarthak Ji. Sarthak Ji lives in Gurugram and has visited the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya at the very first opportunity. The message that Sarthak Ji has written to me on Namo app is very interesting. He has written that for years he has been watching news channels, reading newspapers, along with being connected to social media. So he used to think that his general knowledge was good enough. But when he visited the PM Museum, he was very surprised. He realized that he did not know much about his country and those who led the country. He has written about certain facets of the PM Museum which heightened his curiosity, such as the spinning wheel of Lal Bahadur Shastri, gifted to him by his in-laws, that made Sarthak Ji happy. He also saw Shastri Ji's passbook, noticing how little savings he had. Sarthak Ji has written that he did not even know that Morarji Bhai Desai was deputy collector in Gujarat before joining the freedom struggle. He had a long career in the administrative service. On Chaudhry Charan Singh Ji, Sarthak Ji writes that he was unaware of Chaudhry Charan Singh Ji's great contribution in the field of zamindari abolition. Not just that, he further writes, he saw that Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao Ji took a very keen interest in the work of land reform. Sarthak Ji also came to know only after coming to this museum that Chandrasekhar Ji had undertaken the historic Bharat Yatra, walking more than 4,000 kilometers. In the museum, when he saw the items that Atal Ji used, listened to his speeches, he was filled with pride. Sarthak ji also mentioned that this museum also provides very interesting information about Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel, Dr. Ambedkar, Jai Prakash Narayan, and our Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Friends, what can be a better time to remember the contribution of the Prime Ministers of the country than the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It is a matter of pride for the country that the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is taking the form of a mass movement. People's interest in history is increasing a lot, and in such a situation, the PM Museum is also becoming a center of attraction for the youth, connecting them with the precious heritage of the country. By the way, friends, when so much is being discussed with you about the museum, I felt that I should also ask you some questions. Let us see what your general knowledge says, how much information you have. Are you ready, my young friends? Are you ready with your paper and pen? What I am going to ask you right now, you can share the answers on Namo app or social media with hashtag museum quiz, and do share. I urge you to answer all these questions. This will enhance interest in the museum among people all over the country. Do you know in which city of the country there is a famous rail museum where people have been getting a chance to see the heritage of Indian Railways for the last 45 years? Let me give you another clue. You can also find here from the Fairy Queen the saloon of Prince of Wales to the fireless steam locomotive. Do you know which museum is there in Mumbai where we get to see the evolution of currency in a very interesting way? Here coins of the 6th century BC are present. On the other hand, e-money is also present. The third question, Virasat-e-Khalsa, is related to this museum. Do you know in which city of Punjab is this museum located? All of you must be enjoying a lot in kite flying. The next question is related to this. Where is the country's one and only kite museum? Let me give you a clue. The biggest kite displayed here is 22 by 16 feet in size. Did something come to mind? No? Let me tell you one more thing here. The city in which it is located has a special connection with Bapu, who does not have the hobby of collecting postage stamps in childhood. But do you know where the National Museum related to postage stamps is in India? I ask you one more question. Which museum is housed in a building named Gulshan Mahal? The clue for you is that in this museum, you can also become the director of a film. You can also see the nuances of camera editing. Okay, do you know of any museum that celebrates India's textile heritage? This museum has miniature paintings, Jaina manuscripts, sculptures, many more. It is also known for its unique display. Stop.